What are learning styles? Learning styles arise from the idea of learning through experience. We often get engaged in practical activities. During or after the activity, we reflect upon what we say and do during the activity. Those reflections then lead us to coming up with new ideas or conclusions, which causes us to adapt our approach in the future. This is something that we actually do on a cyclical basis, which means each step of this process is repeated for each experience. This cycle forms the basis of the idea behind David Cope's experiential learning cycle. David Cope is an educational theorist, and he theorized that in order to gain genuine knowledge from an experience, the learner must go through all four stages of the experiential learning cycle. So he came up with general terms to describe each stage, namely concrete experience, reflective observation, abstract conceptualization, and active experimentation. We will now go through each stage in detail. It all begins from having a concrete experience, where the learner experiences a new or existing situation. From there, he remembers the feelings gained from the experience. This leads to the next stage of reflective observation, where the learner reflects on the experience either during or after the event. He notes if there are any inconsistencies between his experience and his understanding of the situation. Abstract conceptualization is the act of concluding and learning from those reflections. The learner also comes up with new ideas and modifies the existing generalizations he may have. These new ideas are then applied and put into practice in other scenarios. This stage is also known as active experimentation, where the learner tests the effectiveness of those ideas. Likewise, this process is repeated for each experience, with each round greeted with improved outcomes by a learner. A disciplined learner can even repeat the process till he or she is satisfied with the final outcome. Learning styles can be derived from this experiential learning cycle. If you prefer feeling and watching, you have a diverging learning style. If you prefer to watch and think, you are an assimilator. Someone else who prefers thinking and doing is a converger, while one who prefers doing and feeling is an accommodator. Knowing your own learning style enables learning to be orientated according to your preferred method. Now, we'll watch some videos to find out more about the different learning styles. See if you can find one that suits you best.
Created using Powtoon.